Welcome to another episode of the Group Parlay podcast. As always, Kevin Masoyan, Andy Semo, Nick Strom cannot pod today with us, but we lost again yesterday. Um, at least the college football game was very exciting. That was a really, really fun game, and we lost early, so it didn't come down to that, thank God.
It
Otherwise,
wasn't
we
that
would.
early.
No. We lost the parlay early.
Oh yeah,
The Cavs just
yeah,
didn't do
yeah,
anything.
yeah,
Yeah. Didn't like that pick from Strom at all, but it was his pick. So I'll let Kevin recap yesterday's parlay.
yeah. I would have been really pissed, and I would have been fuming at the fourth quarter of that football game if it mattered. Luckily, Cavs were down. Um, we had Strom had Cavs at -13. Um, they were down for a bit. They caught up. It was tied. They just could never get on a run when it was around tied to take a big lead. So they did win the game by 6, but that number was too big for a back-to-back game. And then I will say losing Mitchell, who wasn't on the injury report, is BS. But yeah, so that killed it. Then you had Rockets money line. Um, nice pick, another tight game. Rockets were down for a while. They battled, ended up winning by 4. Great game over there. And then yeah, I had the under last night, Penn State Notre Dame, and it was 0 points in the first. Tracking very well, 13 points at half. Um, you jinxed me. You jinxed the pick. You said nice hit. I think at halftime around there. Um, we were at 20 points total. We had like 24 points we could give up in the fourth, and there was 34 points in the fourth. So um, a lot of turnovers that weren't good. It gave really good ball position. That was kind of the issue. A lot of picks in the fourth there. So tough. Nah, yeah, nice win for Notre Dame. It was a great game, like you said, but nice loser for us. And we are 1-8. Where are we at here? Down 3.88 units. I'm 4-5, and you and Strom are 5-4. Um, and we got a great weekend of sports here, so it's exciting stuff, and I really like today's parlay.
Yeah, me too. I think it's going to be. I think it's a good one. And thank God we won 2 days ago because now we're still within that. If we hit, we're at even.
Hmm.
It's a good feeling at least when you're like, all right, we're within striking distance.
Yep.
So, all right, let's get into the picks today. I'll start with Strom's. I really like this pick by Strom. He's going Bucks -4.5 against the Magic. Magic are a solid team, but they're down a lot of their players. I mean, Jalen Suggs out, Gary Harris game time decision, Franz Wagner out, Moritz Wagner out. Banchero is a game time decision, but he hasn't played in weeks. So, who knows how he's going to be. Could be some rusty coming back if he plays at all. He might not even play. So Magic are also on a back-to-back, which really favors the Bucks. So that's kind of his reasoning. Magic on a back-to-back. They're really down a lot of players. The Bucks have been pretty solid lately, so he's going with the better basketball team at least right now.
Yeah, Magic are a great team. They fucking just play so hard. But Bucks have been playing a lot better. Yeah. Banchero, if he plays, I imagine would be on a minutes restriction first game
Yes.
back. They don't want to risk an injury again. But yeah, it sounds like he's either playing. It sounds like he was going to play yesterday or today. He didn't play yesterday, so I would imagine he does play today because the big announcement was that he's coming back for this back-to-back at
Mm-hmm.
some point. So I think he's.
Okay. Well, I mean, even if he plays, I still like it. I mean, Bucks are
Yeah,
just the better
totally.
team. They're hot.
Yeah, no, just need a good game from Giannis and the guys there. Holiday.
Yeah. All right, Kev, what do you got?
All right, I'm going back to it. I'm hoping one of these games go under. I'm taking Texas, Ohio State under 55.5. We're getting a higher number today, even though we have two amazing defenses. Two top three defenses. Yes, both offenses are probably a little better than yesterday's teams. But when you look at these teams, you have the number one defense in Ohio State, who's giving up an average of 244 yards per game, which ranks number one. League average is 378 for college football. They're number one in yards per play, number four in rushing, number one against the pass. I think they're going to give Ewers a lot of trouble tonight. Um, I think this should be really low scoring for Ohio State. But when you look at Texas defense, pretty similar. Um, Will Howard has looked good the last couple of weeks, I will say. But again, Texas defense, you have number three in yards given up per game, number two in yards per play, number three against the pass. Um, QB rating, they're second, number one in yards per attempt. Like all these stats, both these defenses rank so high. Um, Again, I think both should protect the football pretty well. I'm nervous about turnovers again, and the other thing that makes me nervous is Ohio State's offense has kind of just been really dominant the last 2 weeks out of nowhere. After being more of the defensive team, they kind of flipped the script the last 2 weeks, but they haven't played a Texas defense. Um, this is a lot of points. I really think this game has to go under. I'd be surprised if both go over. Public's going to be all over the over, just like they were yesterday.
Yeah. The one thing I really like about this is Texas's offense. It's not that good. I don't think it's that good. They don't run the ball very well. Their quarterback Quinn Ewers he's fine, but he's not like gonna blow you away. He's not a star, and he's
Yeah.
been pretty banged up all year. So
Yep. I should have mentioned that. Yeah, their offensive numbers aren't great. Like rushing yards per game, they rank 65th. Uh, Passing yards is that much better. Even Ohio State offense, even after the last couple of weeks, they are 58th in rushing yards per game, 31st in yards per game. Like none of the offensive numbers from either team are super exciting. Um, yeah, we'll see.
mhm. All right. I'm going back to NBA. I'm going Thunder -2 today. Thunder, they're the better overall team in my opinion. So kind of sticking with that theme, they are the top defense in the league. They are very, very good. Knicks, they're solid. They have the fifth best record in the NBA, but I think they're potential frauds. Here's why: they've had the easiest schedule all year up to this point, and against the top four teams. So the teams ahead of them: the Celtics, the Cavs, the Rockets, and the Thunder. They're 0-4 and have lost 3 of those games by double-digit points. I'm taking the Thunder coming off a loss. Cat is a game time decision. So give me the Thunder at basically money line value all day.
Yeah, I love this pick. I think the Knicks are trash, like you said. For the most part, they can't beat a good team, and they just lost to the Bulls, so they suck. And Derrick
Yeah,
Rose night.
they've lost 3 out of their last 4. The Knicks have. So, and the Thunder, knock on wood, haven't lost a back to back all year. So they're coming off a loss against the Cavs, which was a really tight game, the whole game. So you know I really like the Thunder here. I don't see them losing 2 in a row.
I might put like a run check on the Thunder because you can't miss an NBA bet. You hit 60% on the season yesterday. Uh, 12 for 20 on the year. It's great numbers.
Those are good numbers. I do not watch the NBA one bit.
You're taking better basketball teams.
That's
It's
it.
working.
Just pick the better basketball team.
Absolutely.
All right. So to recap our picks, we have Bucks minus 4.5 at -145, Thunder -2 at -145, and then Texas, Ohio State under 55.5 at -145. Comes out to plus 382 for today's parlay. Hit back to square zero or square one, I guess, and we go from there.
Yep.
All right, let's get it.
Big day, big weekend. Let's get it.
Yes.